Let us now answer the second problem no sa efficiency ng isang long shunt compound generator. So the problem states that there is a long shunt compound generator na nagsusupply ng 22 kilowatts at a terminal voltage of 220 volts. The resistances of the armature, shunt field, and the series field are given 0.05, 110, and 0.06 ohms respectively. The overall efficiency at the above load is 88%. So, kunin natin ano yung total copper losses for letter A, and for letter B is the iron and friction losses. So, let us draw the diagram of our long shunt compound generator. So, napakahalaga ng knowledge natin about the diagram, di ba? Of a certain generator. Sige. So, this is the branch of the shunt field. And then, sige, kumpletuhin na lang muna natin yung tatlong branches natin no, ng ating shunt generator. So we have the shunt field. So this is our shunt. And then since the generator is long shunt compound, so alam naman natin na mayroong dalawang resistances dito. Diba? The series field resistance in series with the armature resistance. So ganun naman palagi yung long shunt compound generator natin. And nandito yung generated voltage natin. Lastly, nandito naman yung load side wherein there is the given load voltage and on our problem there is the load power, no? So si generator daw, umpisahan natin yung mga given quantities, nagsusupply ng 22 kilowatts kapag ang voltage ay 220 volts. So in here, we have the load voltage or the load power as 22,000 watts. So wag tayong papalito, the load power is what we call the output power. Diba? Sa formula natin, that is the output power, 22,000 watts. And then the load voltage is 220 volts. So ang susunod na ibinigay sa statement natin are the three resistances. The resistance of the armature, the resistance of the shunt field, and the series field. So unahin natin yung shunt field natin. So sa shunt field natin, there is 110 ohms. So lagi namang malaki ang shunt field natin, no? Huwag kayong papalito doon. And then the series field is 0.06. Yung armature resistance natin is 0.05. And then by finishing our diagram, so ilagay natin yung currents na pwede natin gamitin sa KCL. So nandito ngayon yung I load, 'di ba? And the shunt load at the shunt current, yung I shunt natin, and then lastly yung armature current natin. So ganyan naman palagi kapag DC generator. So we are looking for the total copper losses. So actually, di ba pwede natin kaagad isulat what will be our answer kapag sa letter A, di ba? What are the copper losses? So equals natin ano-ano yung mga resistances na nasa problem. So ayun yung mga copper losses natin. So the copper losses will be consisting of the loss na nakay shunt plus the loss na nakay series field and the loss na nakay armature resistance. Sanay na tayo sa pagsosolve ng shunt power natin na V shunt square over R shunt. Diba? Actually, pwede namang I square R. So, kukunin nyo lang din naman yung I shunt. Okay lang yun. Basta maalam tayo, di ba? Sa pagsosolve ng power. And then, kadalasan, ang ginagawa naman natin dito kay series power loss is I square R. So, ganun din kay armature power loss. Di ba? I square R. So, di ba dapat mindful tayo sinong kuryente, sinong resistance yung ginagamit natin with respect to the power. So, dahil series field ito, kailangan yung resistance mo series. At dahil armature power loss ito, kailangan ang resistance mo armature. Ngayon, check natin sa diagram ulit sino yung current na dumadaloy sa mga resistances na yon. So malinaw naman sa diagram natin na parehas kay armature at kay series field dumadaloy si IA. So kaya yung current na gagamitin nyo dito ay IA. So i-check lang natin, di ba? We now have the V-shunt. So saan magagaling yung V-shunt natin? We have the long-shunt compound generator na kung saan ang V-shunt is also the load voltage. So ganun naman di ba kapag long-shunt? So check yon, check yung V-shunt natin. Check din naman yung R-shunt kasi binigay. Ito lang naman yung wala natin, si armature current. Tapos binigay din naman itong dalawang resistances na to. So ang gawin natin, let us first find again the value of IA. Di ba? So, but using KCL, we can say that the IA is equal to the sum of the shunt current and the load current. Diba? Ang shunt current natin is V over R, Ohm's law. So, yung V shunt natin is 220. V load, tandaan nyo, no? Ang V shunt natin is also the V load over the R shunt, 110. Samantala, yung IL naman natin is not given, pero pwede nating isingit because of the given load power using the power formula. If we have the PL in DC circuits, that is also the product of VI. So VL, IL. So therefore, yung IL pala natin is the cross multiplication. The power at the load, 22,000, divided by the voltage at the load, 220. So in this case, we can now solve for what we are finding, which is the armature current, 220 over 110 plus 22,000 over 220. So equals 102 amperes. So we have an easy question. Diba? We have now our answer kay copper losses. So ang gawin natin, i-highlight natin yung formula na susundan natin. Kasi nakuha na natin yung mga kailangan natin na i-substitute sa kanya. So the V shunt is also the V load. So 220 raised to 2 over the R shunt, 110. Ang IA na nakuha natin is 102, so raised to 2. And then the series field is 0.06. Plus IA again, 102 squared. And then the armature resistance is 0.05. So this will be now our copper losses. Mapapansin ninyo, ang copper losses, madalas natin yan masosolve using the circuit diagram of our generator, no, kapag copper losses. So mamaya tingnan natin how are we going to solve naman yung friction losses, iron and friction losses. So this is 1,584.44. So 1,584.44 watts. And that proves our key answer. So for the second question, let us now find the iron and friction losses. So I will give you a hint. No, sa generator kasi natin, kapag mayroong binigay na iron and friction losses, kadalasan involved doon ang efficiency. And kapag involved ang efficiency, kailangan natin ng power flow. Pero sige, dahil involved naman yung efficiency, di ba? Since efficiency is equal to P out over P in, and we can change nga yung P in as the sum of the output and the losses. We can find the value of the losses. Diba? We can find first the value of the losses. And kapag nakuha na natin yung losses, hihimayin lang natin, di ba? Kung nanood kayo ng problem number 1, yung losses, sinold natin isa-isa, tapos pinagsama-sama. So ang gagawin natin dito, isolve natin yung buong losses, and then paghiwa-hiwalayin natin. So para masolve natin yung iron and friction loss. No? So there is the given efficiency. So baka makalimutan natin, binigay ang efficiency. So the efficiency is 88%. And also, nandoon din naman yung output power na 22 kilowatts or 22,000. So substitute natin, nakalimutan ko agad. So 88%. So we have the efficiency 0.88 and that is 88%. The output power is 22,000, 22 kilowatts. So substitute pa din natin 22,000 and then P losses. So, mabilis lang to. No? Trust me. Pag na-solve natin yung P losses, mabilis na natin masosolve yung next question. So 22,000 over 22,000 plus the unknown P losses. Shift solve na lang natin. So I think allowed naman sa school natin. So sana allowed. So we can solve for the P losses, which is 3,000 watts. So we now have the P losses, which is equal to 3,000 watts. And ano ulit ang sabi natin sa power flow diagram kapag involved ang losses natin, lahat ng losses, that is simply the core losses and the copper losses. Di ba? Ayun lang naman yung dalawang arrows going down. Ayun lang naman yung dalawang general group ng pagsosolve natin ng losses, di ba? The copper and the core. Kasi we are looking for the core loss. Di ba? Marami tayong term sa core loss. Iron, tulad nung nasa problem, no? Iron and friction losses. So core loss din yun. And then plus the copper loss. Nasolve na natin si copper loss. So this is just a matter of subtraction. So the copper loss na nasolve natin is 1,584.44. So dito na natin kaagad makukuha yung core loss natin. So divide natin, minus natin. So 3,000, so yung answer natin na 3,000 minus 1,584.44. So the answer is 1,415.56. 1,415.56 watts. So let us check our key answer. So the key answer is 1,415.5 watts. So, tihamak siguro na mas madali ito, yung problem na to, di ba? So I hope using the two problems, nakahiwalay na video yung unang problem natin, and this second problem, sana ma-master ninyo yung sa long shunt. So wala naman itong gaanong kaibahan kasi sa simple na shunt generator.